Well, for the latest from the UK, then we're going to cross now to France 24's Catherine Nicholson, who is standing by for France 24 at Buckingham Palace. Hi again, Catherine. So what's the atmosphere like now? Has anything changed?
Well, I don't know how much you can see behind me, but there are more floral tributes arriving, people attaching them to the railings of Buckingham Palace, as you can see here, bringing cards as well, some people lighting candles and taking a moment to remember the Queen in a private moment. But there are also a lot more people arriving here as well. There are a lot more TV crews than when I spoke to you 1 hour ago, and just a lot more people generally coming through, some making a special visit, as I said, to bring flowers. Others seem to be commuters who are passing through this area on their bikes, on their scooters, on their way to work. The whole area, the roads around Buckingham Palace have been closed off to vehicles and motorised vehicles at this point, so it's only pedestrians, and the police really just letting people approach the palace pretty much as close as they want to get. We occasionally hear people breaking out into song, singing the national anthem, and it's not just Londoners, it's people who've come here especially from other parts of the UK as soon as they heard the news on Thursday about the Queen's passing, and also of course international tourists who happen to be in London and for whom the Queen also meant a great deal, but of course in a slightly different way.
Catherine, so what is on the schedule for later today then?
It's actually going to be a very busy day of protocol and of arrangements. First of all, we're going to have the new King, Charles III, and his Queen Consort Camilla returning here to London from Scotland, where they were, of course, yesterday for the Queen's final hours at Balmoral Castle. Once here in the capital, the King will hold his first audience with the Prime Minister, Liz Truss, who, of course, was only accepted as Prime Minister, only asked to be Prime Minister by the late Queen on Tuesday of this week. Both Houses of Parliament are going to be gathering. They'll be gathering at midday today, and they'll be spending 10 hours only devoted to tributes to the late Queen, unless, of course, there's some very urgent business that comes up during that time. And there will also be a public service of remembrance at St Paul's Cathedral later on, attended by dignitaries, including British Prime Minister Liz Truss. At some point, the British government is going to confirm the exact duration of the period of public mourning. We've been talking about 10 days. It's now expected that it could actually be more like 12 days of public mourning. And we think that they're also going to announce that the day of the Queen's funeral, whenever that is, will be a public holiday. It's King Charles who's going to be starting the process of arranging the Queen's funeral, though he's not directly arranging it himself. And in the evening, he will make his first televised address to the nation as King, something that's been so important throughout the Queen's reign, these moments where she speaks with the British public and indeed with the wider world. There will also be some sound tributes as well. We're going to have a 96-gun salute to Queen Elizabeth II in Hyde Park today. That's one shot fired for every year of her life, and churches around the country are being urged to ring out their bells. That'll be led by the bells at Westminster Abbey, St Paul's Cathedral, and at Windsor as well. So it's a very busy day. There's going to be a lot happening, and that's just here in London, of course.
Catherine, thank you very much. Sounds like a very busy day. Not only a busy day, but a busy few weeks ahead. Catherine Nicholson, thank you very much.